let's see. I'm trying to think. Um, am I missing anybody? Let's take a look here. What about Tonka and his team? They're on your side too. They've been committed. So you do have some of these flighted individuals um, who actually do leap to your defense.
Okay.
So there's
Do we also have any of the media people here as well?
Yes. In addition to the poor fellow I've described already, Oaxta had lost no time I mean, he had been probably like the most front and center person capturing the dialogue between the two of you. And so yes, that is the case.
Okay. And I look back at them, and I'm like, you better record all this. A coup by the security team against their most beloved general, as we defend ourselves, as I like, grab one out of the sky, maybe break its arm, as I'm still trying to move.
Exactly. So you're right. So I have your goal in good shape. Hibu, I assume that your goal as well is to go, as you said, was to get with Carnivix to that place of safety, wherever it would be. And Helma, you're being carried by Carnivix. So that is our situation, and I believe we have 2 rolls to make. Now, these are going to be separate for your separate fates. So it's not like if one of you succeeds, everybody gets what they want.
Right.
Or if the clear consequence of failing is protection.
Right. Yes. We're less detained. I want to be less detained.
I want to be tamed.
Yes, exactly.
Careful how you say that. Okay, so do we get any other extra dice?
Oh yes, so the dice that I would provide. Well, considering that you do have backup, I mean, you do have the few people with Carnivix, and you do have this security team, which is going to be a big surprise. It's not as hard as it could be, right? I mean, if you were trapped out there alone in the open, then that would be a 1 die, but this is 2.
Awesome.
All right. Both of us or just
No, 2 for both of you. I mean, carrying. I would say that carrying Kixicol would make this harder, but you are large and powerfully built.
That's right. That's right. I do this for a living, and she is small. And
right.
I'm
she is small. Right.
Yes.
I want to put her in my pocket.
You want to go first?
Yes. I'm using my entire pool, the 5 dice there, my powerfully built for another dice to make 6 plus the 2 provided for a total of 8.
That's a lot, Jerry. Okay.
Well, we'll see.
That's what I had.
Yeah. Yes, and nothing.
Oh, what about Hibu? Renee, what about Hibu? Okay.
So here we go. So I've got my 2, your 2, and then I'm putting 2 provided. All right.
What was the? Oh, it's a trait, powerfully built. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yes, broad shoulder, David's 1. All right. Here we go. 2 successes.
Ooh. Hold on. Let's wait for Helma. Let's wait for Helma to get back here. Helma, did you hear that? Renee got some 1s.
2 1s.
Okay, so we'll start with Renee then. Do you want to die, or do you want to say what happens to you? You don't have authority over Carnivix and Kixicol.
I'm going to take the die. I'm being greedy.
All right, then. Nothing wrong with that. And so that means I will be narrating, but Jerry, you and I... Oh, wait, I'm stuck with everything now because you failed your roll.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Okay. Well,
I think we'll roll afterwards.
Right. Well, let me tell you the immediate effect when then Kixicol will recover her wits, I suppose, at that point. So the immediate effect is fairly clear. Right when Hibu has been told, okay, go in there, right, as you guys fight a pretty good rear guard action. That's when there's energy bolts, and there's fighting on the ground, and as Jerry said, there's some hand to hand with bones snapping and stuff like that going on. I imagine, Hibu, do you have like a monster sword that you have produced out of nowhere? To
you see this thing just pull out from amidst a lot of my big flowy robes. And,
right, yeah, there you are. Right.
Some of this sword comes out.
Mm-hmm. And so you're basically have fought these flyers upon you, and I'm going to say that the city police have really rallied around you, right? So Utonka and his team they've taken it in the teeth for you. So you're fairly free of movement right now, and just as you're getting to the hole, is when I mean, what it literally is just one of these sort of crappy buildings, on the side there, and you're given to understand that if you get in there, you will be able to escape somehow. But just as you're saying, it seems clear for you to do this, you're getting in there. That's when they open up. When OMAC, basically makes an adjustment, and they go into capture mode. And so this force field it's not a cube. Think of it as a lot more angular, a lot like an 8-sided die kind of angularity, of translucent force that captures Carnivix, with Kixkol as well, and they are lifted up into the air. And it's kind of a stasis thing. So Carnivix is actually kind of like, right, and we'll get to Kixkol in just a second, because OMAC wants you right now. So that's going to happen up there. Meanwhile, downstairs with Hibu, you come face to face with arguably the worst nightmare of anyone who fears a flightless Avix. Suddenly is looking at you right in the face with a blast of feminine, sensual violence. And
That's sexual violence.
Yeah.
And get the knees. What happens?
No, wait a minute there. Not anime. Okay, so so the who are these people I play with? Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's good. What happens now is that Nlalak basically says to you, you better be worth this. And there opens up, what is effectively a portal. And it's like super outlaw technology. This is like very wrong and unstable, and nobody's supposed to have one of these. And so ushers you in, and just as the portal closed, she says, "Hey, what happened to your little friend? Where is she?" Like she really cares. Like, wait, what about your friend? What? And then the portal closes.
I know.
Right.
Probably just see me mouth mother, and then it closes.
So that's that. And upstairs, Jerry, of course, you're in quote stasis, but that is not the GM saying, and you can do nothing. Whatever it is you have in mind to break a stasis, well, let's hear it. Helma, you are not. You are released from the stasis, and Omak and his team are headed straight up, like up, away from everything down there. And he says to you, "Are you all right?"
No. You know what you did? You started the goddamn civil war. Why?
2 reasons. 1, I love my people and their purpose. 2, I can't believe that you would be instrumental in this conspiracy. Do you know what Hebrews spawn are up to up there? We have stopped 4 assassination attempts. 4 what we would call 7 regime changes is what I would say. He would say something like departmental replacements or something like that. It says you are the most brilliant person I know, but you are the dumbest. This isn't a civil war. These people are trying to topple the tower from inside and below.
Something's missing here. I can't believe that.
Wow, I'm like all I'm like all boom, right? I'm all I'm not OMAC, me. I'm like, wow, that's all the feels and everything are just
Right.
I'm supposed to GM. I'm supposed to GM from here? Are you kidding? Someone else. Call in the understudy.
Okay.
So breathe for a second. We gotta take a break for a second.
I gotta get this pool back up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wonderful. We watched all sorts of pool dice go every which way this time.
I know. I like it though. I like that. It's feast or famine with these dice.
I know.
So
I got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to build mine back up since I was.
Maybe just gather my brain before she gets all overboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. Right.
That's right.
Everyone's been all rearranged.
That's right. I'd like to try to break out of like my energy shield. And I figure this is probably my first time I've been detained. And seeing as that Carnage is also mechanically adept, because I have a job down a so-called job. I'm going to try to turn this thing off and escape my shackles, my energy shackles, whatever they are.
There are some problems with
talking.
this is, of course, upper level technology, not the kind of crap cop stuff that you've encountered here.
Right.
This is an elite team. They're well aware that you might try to do such a thing. Yeah, it is, and also remember, you are quite high up, and if there's one thing, it's a little bit like Maui can't float.
Right. No, I've got that one too. Trust me, I've already figured out what happens.
Well, if
the energy shield comes off.
All right. Well, in that case,
that involves OMAC.
I see. Okay, so all right. Let's see here. I'm trying to see that failure. I would prefer to get a little further along with play,
Okay.
so it's not just I'm caught. Okay, I'm uncaught. Right, we've got to have we've got to have an arrow of activity here, right, before that. So so effectively, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Am I in stasis? Can I not move or say anything, or am I just?
That's what it looked like. No, I think it looked like stasis, but in game terms, you are able to do something.
Okay. Well, I will just run my mouth then and agitate OMAC by just stating like
Jerry, hold on. Let me provide a little more situational context. Right, that's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say is where they have gone, where they have actually gone, and so where they have gone is actually toward the tower itself, right up, because the tower looms over Freetown, and so you actually are headed up toward the tower itself, and there is a structure that isn't stuck on the side of the tower. It projects off in a long arching bridge of material that looks too thin to support the structure that's at the end of it, which is kind of hanging from sort of the end of this, and so that's where they're taking the two of you. So I'm not saying they're getting there yet. I'm just giving you kind of the visuals on where you are, and the fact that when I say you're kind of stuck there, I do think that you are physically not going to be able to move. If you want to overcome that in some way, that would be a matter of narrating during a successful roll.
Right. Okay.
So you don't have to set it up for exactly how you get out.
Right.
Unless you want to hint a little bit.
Right.
But I think that communication and stuff like that is going to have to wait upon getting free.
Right. Okay.
Unless, of course, communication is what you're trying to do, and that's what you're rolling for. That's cool too. Whatever. So that's sorry. So that's kind of your situation, your immediate circumstance, and how you want to handle it. An attempt to escape is totally legit, just like you said.
Right. Okay. Well, how much did you have anything to add?
I'm feeling ready. So if you want,
Oh,
we can just continue our execution.
Right. I will defer to you. I will allow you to execute if you're ready.
Okay.
I'll
So
sit there and be.